I feel like he's the one, but I don't want to beg for what I deserve. He ain't the one if he's saying that. Sorry.
Ooh.
Uh-uh.
Hey guys, welcome to the official YouTube page for Calm Down with Erin and Charissa. This is where you can watch all of our ridiculous conversations and fun interviews.
We have full shows. We've got pre-games, anything and everything that you guys could want. But first, you're going to have to subscribe. Just hit subscribe right there and you're good to go.
And now you can calm down with us.
Yep. Can you tell that we're reading this off a script? We hope so. All right. We need to calm down and wrap this bad boy up. Press subscribe. Thanks for listening.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
Erin, this segment is brought to us, not just you, us, by Macy's. Here we go. Michelle Marie, any advice for a gal in her 50s who just made a career change? Overwhelmed.
Congrats for doing it. That's big cojones, sister. That's awesome. Give yourself some grace, as you like to say. How could you not be overwhelmed if you're doing something for the first time in your 20s, 30s? Just know that making a career change at any age is a big deal. So give yourself some grace.
I also think that I always go back to this thing that my dad always says to me. You're the author of your own story. If you don't like the way that things are going, then start rewriting it. So be very proud of yourself that this is a new chapter and who knows what could happen, because my biggest fear in life is just rereading my same thing and then being like, God, my life is so boring or I'm so stuck. So for you to have, in Erin's words, the cojones to do that at any age, you really should be very proud of yourself and remember that, like, hey, if that doesn't go well, make another change. Like, you're not stuck unless you think you are. So congratulations to you, Michelle, on that. Anonymous, dating again. Oh, sorry, babe. You read it.
No, you go ahead.
Dating again says he sees a future, but he's scared to commit and it not work out. Any advice? I feel like he's the one, but I don't want to beg for what I deserve. He ain't the one if he's saying that. Sorry.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I always adhere to this. If they want to, they will. Whether that's when you're dating, if they're not calling you, if they're not texting you, if they're not taking you out on dates, if they're not doing certain things, it's because they don't want to. Like a guy, and you know how we are. If you want to do something, you're going to do it. So he sees a future, but he's scared to commit. Okay, well, hello, that's a red flag right there. If you're just starting out, like, I don't know what age or, maybe you guys are younger and he's like, hey, like, this is fun. Cool. But like, if doesn't matter what age you are and you want a commitment and you're not getting that, bye. I
agree. I agree. It's hard to hear sometimes, but I think that's so well said.
Also, you don't want to waste your time.
No.
And you don't want to waste his time.
You already have wasted a little bit. So move on, sister. There's better stuff out there.
Move on.
All right. Christina K. Father's Day, or it's Father's Day, and know both of you are daddy's girls. Where do we start on Father's Day gifts for our dads and our husbands? Right now, for me, it's pretty easy. I feel like, and I've said this with gifts for Mother's Day, you can't get enough framed photos of my dad or my husband with my child and their grandson and also child. So for me, it's frames, anything I can do, because I feel like we get great ones all the time and it's just updating it. So things like that I think are perfect. And I know Macy's has a great selection on that. Yeah. What about you for your dad? Cute little Scott.
One-stop shopping. Macy's does have everything. I love doing a gift basket. I love doing things that I know that the individual will like. So for example, my dad likes working outside. My dad likes running. My dad likes, different projects. So get a gift basket, go buy him some running shorts, go buy him running shoes, things like that sort of will feel very specific to the individual. Also, cards. I am a big, don't just give the gift and not have a card. Growing up, my mom was like, do not open that present until you read the card first, because that is the most sentimental thing. So just be thoughtful and intentional about it. And if it's from the heart, then the person that you're giving it to will know.
Love it.
Anonymous, how do I balance loving my boyfriend, but hating his best friend who's a bad guy?
Ew. I have a
Okay.
problem with this.
So you
That's
go.
hard for me. I
Go.
don't know how to do that. That would be my
Mm,
question too. I think I would just have honest communication. True story for me. I wasn't really crazy about some of my husband's friends. And then honestly, recently, one of his really good friends and I were at a wedding together, may or may not have been overserved. And we both started crying, probably from the wine. But listen, people are different. People go about things different. People have instances in their lives. But like, I look at him now in such a different eye or
mm.
light or whatever, that, yeah, I probably wasn't the easiest on him. But I
What did
don't
you
know
guys
how to deal
do?
with it.
Did
What's
you just
that?
say how did that happen? Did you say, like,
Both
"I
of
didn't
us.
used to like
There's
you"?
always been tension with us.
Mm.
And because yeah, so finally, like, we're at such a good point, of our relationship. It was great. And he said to me, which I really appreciated, he said, "I knew I would break you. Like, I knew you would like me. You just had to give me a chance."
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it
Yeah.
sounds like you both are stubborn. I mean, I know, like, we're
Oh,
stubborn if
yeah.
if we don't like something, but I also like having a change. I like an opportunity to change someone's opinion where it's like
Mhm.
I'm in a real place of like full transparency. I even had a situation where I like went straight to the source and I was like, look, you have not been very nice to me since I've met you. And I don't know what your deal is, but what is it? Have I done something to you? You know, whatever. And then once we hashed it out, like it was actually so nice. Now I have a different opinion of the person
Oh,
too.
I can't
So
wait to hear who this
oh
is.
yeah, you're gonna love
Okay.
this story. Yeah,
Okay.
click on the link, swipe up for more. But yeah,
Perfect.
I think in general, there's something to be said because I like directness as I've gotten older. Like, I always say, don't waste my time. Don't make me do the math.
Yeah.
So if you've got a problem with the best friend, I actually think your boyfriend too will respect this. If you say to your boyfriend, do you mind if I talk to Ted?
Billy,
And you go straight to Ted or Bill and Ted's excellent adventure.
we're
Here's an
so
adventure.
good.
You go, hey, I know you don't like
Hey.
me. I don't like you, but we both love the same person. So how
Mm,
can we make this work? Because it's not fair to him. It's not fair to your boyfriend to
yeah.
have to play
Yeah,
referee between two people he cares about. And I got to
I
say
like
this.
that.
Thank God, my best friend on this podcast here and my boyfriend are closer than her and I even are because
Yeah.
it makes my life
I love him so much,
so much easier to have that relationship because
and vice versa, that you and
I've,
Jared are close. Yeah.
I've never had a relationship where you have liked the other person.
No.
Hate is
No.
actually the
Hate.
word. Disdain.
And don't come to my side of my town and come to my fucking
Ever,
restaurant.
ever. You got a
How
lot of
dare
nerve.
you,
A lot of
sweetheart.
nerve, Griswold. Mrs. Stormer, are Steve and Jarrett against throwing pillows on the bed? Seems like all husbands are. Oh, no, you can't be with us if you can't handle the pillows. You know what I got Steve for Christmas last year was
What?
pillows. Pillows. I actually bought Steve pillows. He sleeps with 6 fucking pillows, okay? 2 on the head, 1 in front, 1 in back, 1 on his knees. I'm like, you met the right girl then because we are Macy's home store with as many pillows as
Yes,
we got
and you
going
can
on in our
find some
house.
more there. Yeah.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah.
Jarrett loves a good fluffy situation. He's into it.
Yep.
He loves a
Last
whole
but not
scene.
least.
Okay, anonymous. About to be roommates with my best friend. Any tips to make sure we stay friends? All I've been watching here is Friends because it makes me miss home. Um, don't do it.
Tricky. I know.
Don't
I was
do
just
it.
going to say it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
I love you so much. I would never want to live with
No,
you
no.
because
I don't want
there's
to live with me.
there's stuff. No, I'm saying like this about there would be stuff that I do that I don't even know I'm
Yes.
doing that's going to
Yes.
annoy you and
And
vice
vice
versa.
versa.
It's not
No,
fair. Don't do it.
don't do it.
But since you already are and you signed the lease,
Go to Macy's to furnish your new apartment.
go to Macy's to furnish a new apartment. But also, I would say this. It's all about managing expectations. And as my father says, which I did not adhere to, have the divorce before the wedding. So you need to sit down with your best friend, now roommate, and say, hey, let's do some non negotiables here. What are things that I'm going to do that's going to drive you nuts. Like, don't clean up around the sink. Don't do this. Don't write down all the things that you know already are going to just drive you fucking nuts so that you can go, okay, she doesn't like if I leave, dishes in the
Mhm.
sink. So try to get in front of any potential arguments. And then I would also say this too, make sure that you guys like have your own alone time in the house, because
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah.
on top of each other, you're going to resent the person. They're not going to be your best friend. So good luck. I would love a follow-up in 6 months on this
Same. Reach
situation.
out and touch someone.
And reach out and go to Macy's.com. This
There
segment
you
was brought
go.
to you by Macy's. Shop Macy's.com for all your needs, whether it's Father's Day, whether it's home decor, or whether it's an I'm sorry gift because you and your roommate are now not best friends. We love you, Macy's, and I love you.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.